I'm going to be breaking down the top 3 softwares to record your screen. So the first one I have up is OBS Studio. OBS is really good. It is a little bit difficult to set up, but it allows you to do so much with the software. I'm going to cut to a video back when I had hair of me breaking it down. So what you want to do is once you have it open, you're going to go bottom left, right down here. You're going to create a new scene. This is going to be called scene 2 for me. It's probably going to be called scene 1 for you. Okay, I'm going to hit OK here. Next, we need to import our capture card device, which is going to be our camera. So I'm going to click here. Since I already have it, it's existing for me, but you're going to write webcam or whatever camera you're using. Just name it so it's easy to find. Once you do that, it's going to ask you a few questions here about the device. You're going to put whatever camera, the resolution, you want to go with the highest one. So usually 1920 by 1080 is super good. If you're running 4K, it's going to say like 2100 times 2100, something along those lines. Frame rate should be 30, and whatever option it gives you for the input format, just click the first one that shows up. It shouldn't matter too much. And then what's going to happen is, okay, let me cancel this because for me it's different since I already have one. Capture card device, add existing, webcam. Okay, so what's going to happen is your webcam is going to be placed right here. If you move, you might notice you're moving to the left, but on screen you're moving to the right. So what you have to do is format it properly. Also, for some people, it might look like this. So what you're going to do to fix both of those problems is you're going to right click here, go down to transform. You're going to go to fit to screen. After you do that, that didn't solve the left to right movement. You're going to do it one more time. Transform and then flip horizontally. After you do that, everything should be lined up perfectly. All right, let's go to the settings really quickly. All right, what did I want to talk about here? So you're going to go to video, 1920 by 1080, 1920 by 1080 for both of this. FPS 30. Then you're going to go all the way over to audio. 48 kilohertz is what you want to have it set to right here. And then output. Output, you can copy most of these settings, but the most important one is recording quality. You want this to be set to high quality, medium file size, and then recording format, MP4. And then, of course, like just recording path, you want to choose a spot that's like that you can easily find your new file, whatever you recorded. So just choose your downloads, your desktop, or if you want to set up a folder for your raw footage, definitely set that up. Doesn't really matter too much as long as we're able to get the footage. Okay, and I think that's all for the settings that's important. Okay. So what might happen for some people when they do set that up is the camera might have like flipped again. So you're going to hit fit to screen once again. And once you do that, you're going to be inverted again. So then you're going to flip horizontally. That's only for the people it affected while changing the settings. Okay. And now the next thing, which is importing an audio device. So for a lot of you guys might be on a laptop and want to use your laptop mic, which is perfectly fine. It should already come right here. If not, and you have a secondary mic like a Yeti or a Snowball or something along those lines, you need to add that in. So first, exit out of your mic, like mute that audio so no audio is coming through that microphone. You're going to go back to your sources with the plus button, and then you're going to, where is it? Audio input capture. That's what you're going to do. You're going to run through the same thing as how it was laid out before. It's going to be really simple. You just want to pick the mic. Since I don't have one, I can't really show you how it's going to be, but it's going to be super simple, and then it's going to pop up right down here for you guys. So the bar, it's going to look like this with the green, the yellow, and the red. What you guys want to do is you want to make sure this is around hitting the yellow. It's okay if it gets a little bit into the red, but you don't want it all the way to the red because it's just going to be really bad for the viewer. So if it is in the red, you want to move this bar a little bit to the left until you could get it right around that like center of the yellow, I think is the best for the overall viewer experience. So for me, the pace at the pace at which I'm talking and the tonality, it fits right around the middle of yellow, which is perfect. And all right, the last thing is, so actually, if you're here for short form, this should be all for you. So if you're only here for short form, you could actually click off. But if you want to stay for long form and how to record that content, definitely stay. So what we're actually going to do for the long form content is we're going to set up another scene. So for you guys, it's going to be scene 2. For me, it's scene 3. I'm going to hit OK here. We once again have to add our camera. So just copy the steps from before and adding your camera. It actually should be existing since you guys just did it. So it's going to be showing the webcam. So you could do it like that. Again, you're going to be flipped. You're going to be moving to your left, and on screen it's going to be showing the right. So what you want to do is flip horizontally once again, and you might have to fit it to screen again. Okay, once you do that, what we're going to do is we're going to add the screen capture. So for me, I'm going to use my Mac OS screen capture. It's probably going to be called display capture if you're on Windows. So I already have one. I'm going to add the existing one, but I'll show you how to do it. So this is currently my first monitor, and I wanted to actually show my second monitor. So I'm going to click here and choose the monitor I want it to show. So this is the onboarding form you guys should be on already. So I'll just use this as an example. I'll hit OK, and it comes up. So now what you have to do is you have to move your webcam over the Mac OS screen. So, or move the Mac OS below the webcam. Yep. And then it should look like this. You should be in frame now again. And what we're going to do is we're going to move you, actually click on webcam, and then we're going to move you over to the left right here. So you kind of want to line it up, sit up straight, line it up like this. And then what we need to do is we have to move this side over. So if you're on Mac, it should be you hold Option, and then you could move this line and move this line. And you want to bring it around this point where you kind of have a little bit of your shoulders, not too much, but most importantly, you're able to show the screen. So once again, you hold Option and then click to slide to cut off those lines, those borders. If you're on Windows, I think it might be Alt. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's Alt or Control, either or. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to move this into frame. So right here, I think is pretty good. And you're actually going to have to like size this window up. So if you're like showing off a website or whatever your sales asset might be document, you're going to want to play around with the sizing on your second monitor, or maybe you have one monitor. And for me, it's going to look something along this lines. And yes, this will be showing at top, so make sure you're not showing anything that you wouldn't want to show, I guess. And yeah, so that's how it should look. I just want to make sure everything's looking clean. Okay. And while you're scrolling through, you're going to be able to talk and show your screen just like this. Okay, last thing, this is more just for learning how to record properly, is there's something called the law of thirds. So what that means is there's a grid right here that I just put on screen. So you want to kind of figure out like how far back or where you need to sit. So your face, your eyebrows are at the bottom of that line, and then your mouth is at the top of this line. And that's what the law of thirds is just positioning your face properly here while also positioning the screen. You see how it fits mostly into this box. The next software that's really good is Loom.com. Loom is a really great piece of software. It does cost, I think, $15 a month or $20 a month. It's really quick to set up. But what it allows you to do is once you're finished recording, it might take like 30 seconds or a minute, but it'll bring you over to this screen once you're done recording, and it allows you to share the video instantly with anyone. So there's no exporting, there's no uploading, there's no putting it into the Google Drive, making sure the link's shareable. As soon as you're done recording, it lets you share it with anyone. So what this allows me to do in my business is I'm able to send this to my video editors and record a short video. So that way I don't have to hop into a meeting with them. And it allows them to watch the video over and over again. So that way, in case they miss something, they could always go back to see what I said. And the last piece of software I'm going to be showing you is Screen Studio. It's screen.studio. This one's only if you have Mac, but it is a very powerful recording software because what it does is every time you click on something, it zooms into it and it just makes the whole video really smooth. So if you're somebody that's breaking down a document or you're doing a how-to video with like a spreadsheet or something, this is a really good software that gives your video a very clean look. So those are the top 3 recording softwares. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.